Alright, malicious, delicious people. So, today I'm going to be doing a actually, you know what? A pseudo review. I was going to say the other one, but a pseudo review and a most complete walkthrough of the Ureti quest, Waverider. I call it Waverider Plus because it's basically the upgraded version of it, which only has 3 missions per, and also I will be using the Lotto, specifically a Lotto with a Toxin mod. Keep in mind this is also a weaker Toxin mod, technically. Because I'm gonna be doing it as if you were a brand new player. Hornet Strike, and a Toxin mod. And if I run into issues, I could always just put a one of these, just because... Actually, you know what? No, I think, to be completely honest, this is probably more a viable option. I will be using a actual K drive, even though I'm going to be using Ureli, just to give a slight boost to the speed of this review. And we're going to go start the mission. Keep in mind that I will not be able to get the, actually obtain the comic, or the Graphica. So I'll be missing a few lines, but according to the lines, from what I remember, this is actually a... This is so weird. It's a fan fiction made by the first Vent Kids, which is... kind of like explains a little bit with the whole situation with her. So let me go grab the mission. And I guess where's the little bastards? Where is it? There it is, I found it. Alright. Let's get this over with. Do they ever message you? Oh, okay, so they do technically message you, but they send you something. Okay, let me take it off a steel path. That would be a bad idea. Let's go Fortuna. Yay! I will be cutting out parts that are, like, not necessary. And I think one of those parts might be the loading screen. So I'll see you right about now. Alright, so when you start the quest, you basically talk to this little bastard. Is this Boone? No, this is Boone. This is Robaki. I don't like this guy. Wait, is his name actually Boone? I thought it was Venti. Anyway, I don't like him. Alright, so, first things first. In order to do a copter, you have to basically move forward and press space. Keep in mind, in order to get this tricks to actually count, you have to be moving in order to get the score to rise. And that basically is how you do it. So, legitimately, if you want to do a bunch of copters, you just press space. Complete a race. A race is simple, and you don't even have to do very good on it. It just says completed, so that's simple. And then kill 5 enemies with a secondary riding weapon while riding a K drive. So I will show you this one first, and then I will basically also be doing the others at the same time, because yes. And as you can see, I've already done... I finished the copter one. If you're gonna have a problem with this, then... yeah, so you are gonna have a bit of a situation where if you can't complete that, maybe you shouldn't play Ureti. Hold on, let me catch up to this. Sorry, let me try something. I forgot to do this. My bad. Just... Let me do this just because, I want to prove that I can do it. There we go. So, for the combat one, you press the switch button and you fucking... Fuck! Alright, yeah, that's a thing. Sorry. Anyway. Careful, if you get kicked in the face, it locks down your weapon because it counts as a down. Which is a weird thing that she kind of has as a glitch. Where is this fucker? There was a guy up here. Keep in mind that I do believe your pet can do it too. It's just that I'll probably try to prove that later. Because I don't think it would be right to show that. Because I don't think they're going to keep that if they find out. But however, I'm pretty sure a lot of people don't even want to do the quest in the first place. So, yeah, there we go. We got that complete. Now let's go find a race. And I will cut it here because I'm pretty sure a race is... you just gotta learn how to start it. And keep in mind races are on a rotation. So the one that I'm gonna do is probably not one that you're gonna be able to find. Oh, there we go, right here. Because next week they're gonna rotate. I would suggest the one directly behind Fortuna when that one comes out. It can do pretty well. And I'll show you a trick when it comes to this. I want to show you this. So, you go over here, and you look up there to the points. That is basically how hard it's going to be. Keep in mind that the top ones are basically going to be your rallies who are spamming the dodge button. Which means you're going to have to calculate it differently. Basically, remove 500 points. That's usually about the top rank.
Works like this. Hit the marker,
Ready?
the timer
Steady?
starts. Vapor trail.
Yeah.
You bomb and you're done.
It's okay to sprint in open world. Just keep in mind, sprinting in closed areas is kind of an advanced maneuver with your rally. So be very careful when you decide to do that. Oh, it looks like they made it to where you don't fall. Because I just fucking tried to do a... Okay, sometimes I do this, where I'll do a skit. But, I ran into that wall and I didn't fall. Fucking dog. Anyway, sorry. When me and my dog have disagreements. There we go. She says, fuck that. Don't do a skit. Don't do it. So essentially, I'm pretty sure this one is also pretty easy as long as you don't run into a rock. But it seems like falling is a bit more difficult than you would think. I think they've made that more of a thing, where they made falling off of K-drives a little bit harder to do. Keep in mind, I have a completely unmodded K-drive, so this is about as fast as you would go. Oh shit! Oh yeah, they did! They did! They actually did that! Okay, let's continue. So what you're gonna do after this, if you don't know, you basically just open it up and read it, because that's part of it.
We dreamed of water.
Let's skip this just in case you want to read it yourself. So, yeah, I'll see you in the next mission. Alright, guys, so the next one is nose or tail blinker, so I can do either one. Okay, that's good. So essentially, when you want to do a trick that is basically a kind of like flip or something, essentially you want to press, I do believe on controller, it's the attack button, basically, the R2, the right bumper, not bumper, trigger. What is the other one for switch? I think it's ZR. No, it's not ZR. ZR is the one that's closer to you. It's the other one, just like, I think it's just straight up R. But anyway, and you go front or back. Obtain 5 seconds of airtime on the K drive. I'm going to show you how to do this one very, very easily. And yeah. Get 5 headshot kills with a secondary weapon while riding K drive. Oh wow, headshots. Okay, I can do that. That's fun. That's easy. Oh, I think I mentioned this in the last one. It's but I might have forgot. But if you can't perform combat with your rallies, with K drive, I don't think your rally is for you. Because it's a whole entire mechanic that you have to learn. If you're incapable of getting a headshot, then I do not believe you should play your rally. That makes any sense, because headshots are really important, and I think you might need to be able to do it in the first place in order to utilize it. And if you can't, then I think you might be barking up the wrong tree. If that makes any sense. You're chasing a wave that is going the wrong direction from you. And you're gonna drown because of it. So don't just do the mission if you don't feel comfortable doing it. It seems a bit harsh, but honestly, Ureti is a very effort-based frame to learn an entire mechanic. So if you can't learn the mechanic, then or like can't bring yourself to put in that effort, I don't think you should. Is this gonna work? Okay, no, I have to go over here. I have to show you this spot. Like, the spot is the one I have to show you. Essentially, you go up here to this spot up here. See that little ridge right there? That's where I did this one in the last one. The 5 second airtime one is actually just one that has always been there. And I'm kind of glad they they kept it because I guess it in it's like super simple. If they replaced it with something else, it would be a little bit cringe because I'm not sure what else they would have. So 5 seconds is a lot longer than you think, right? Plus, you're gonna have to get a huge charge, and I think right here, and go for the water. There we go. See? What was the other one? It was
Really riding fancy. Getting chills thinking about it. Brr.
and nose or oh bitch. Hold on, let me take care of this now. Continue on. I don't want to take too long. Alright, we are back. So essentially you want to do this. Oops, sorry. Put away the weapon first and then do this. Apparently, yeah. You want to get them together. Boom. And let's do it again, just because.
You hear that, Roki? Linty
There we
did
go.
it.
You can actually do both of these at the same time, by the way. I just forgot what the trick was. So, yeah.
I can't believe you had Waverider 1. And you didn't tell me.
Anyway, let's continue. I do enjoy the stories sometimes, but I don't like the comic necessarily. Just because it kind of shows Urarti in a really shitty light. But it's like bad fan fiction, and I have a weird thing for bad fan fiction, which is why, we take the words from the beginning as, hey, we made this story, essentially, but, yeah, because legends are never told accurately, essentially. So yeah, that's, I'll see you in the next one. Alright, so this next one is keep K-Drive chain for 10 seconds, front side rollout, and back side rollout. I kind of want to try something. You bitch. Hold on. I kind of want to try something. So I'm gonna do it because I want to do it. So essentially, let's do this. And I do okay. So essentially, we're gonna go over here to the old spot where we get a bunch of points. And essentially, let me see that. Let's take that. Want to see a magic trick? Oh shit!
Linty's kicking it too.
Yeah, okay, sorry. Wait, did I do it? Can you do it after you fall? Hey, that's cool. But I didn't do 10-second quick trick chain, so let me try something. I think I know what to do about that. Keep it alive, or essentially make the trick chain and then just fucking hold it. And I think if I charge it, boom. I missed. There. Oh, okay. Never mind. I just have to complete it. I almost did all of it at once. I'm gonna... Don't touch my Urarti. No touchy touchy. No touch. No touch. I noticed that Nathaniel hasn't said anything, and I wonder if they removed that. I don't know why. I think he was talking about, like, other things. Like, I think he was talking about the creator of the comic and how, like, there was an accident or something like that. I forget, but apparently, according to what I've seen, it wasn't talking about Urarti. So it's not Urarti who, you know, had the accident, apparently. I actually have a theory about that, but I'm gonna have to, like, do the Goths mission at some point, because I have a weird theory about that. But I will see you in a little bit. Dagas. Her name is Daggett. There we go. Oh, I just wanted to make a little bit of a note. Even though Warframe can't fight forever used to be the line, they changed it, which is interesting. I think they changed a few of the words, actually, honestly. So, yeah. And they also made Nathaniel not talk to us, which is interesting. Two 10 times combos, races, slam kills with K drive. Alright, so the next one is times 10 times combos. Keeping in mind that you can actually do this one not too hard. I'll probably show you how to do it without grinding. And then K drive races and slam kills. I'll show you the slam kills first. I might actually attempt to do the other one as well. So the other one, I think I'll do like this. Ah, see. Okay, so if I don't sprint, then I can show you that. Hold on. Can you spin? Okay. We're gonna have to do it this way. Because this is another way that I used to do it. Boop! And what we do is we go on this, like it's a ramp. Basically, I used to do tricks in here for various reasons. Okay. I can see that the game is gonna be like that today. So, this one's gonna be a little bit complicated. I think I know exactly what I have to do. So, release and then tap it. And then tap it, yeah. So essentially, go a different direction each time. And what you want to do is you want to spin right after you jump. Boom, 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 boom. And it's... okay, there we go. You don't have to spin a second time. Alright, cool. But let's see. I do believe... okay, we can try on this one. Keep in mind that the slam attack actually does 1,000 damage on impact. And doing it on shielded enemies is a little bit difficult. But there's the damage of a bullet jump, so you do want to do it in like non-steel path open world. And I want to shoot that because I don't want that there. Yeah, they probably removed the ability to even what you call. So also you can also, I believe they said, just hop on top of a bitch and slam them like that. You basically let me see if I can show you. Like this. Basically just fucking ram into them as you're falling. You can do that with your ready as well if you just don't happen to have one. You just want to play the mission as a bit of a review yourself or to show your friends, essentially. I like how he says that when I'm using your rally. And the last one was races, right? Oh, you bitch! I wasn't even close enough for that. Anyway. Sorry, I was thinking about something else. Let's go. So I'm gonna hunt down a race. It's probably gonna take a bit because they rotate. But they rotate from to 3 different types of locations, and I don't exactly know all of them. So just go like along the road until you see a purple cubicle block. Like that, sorry. I knew there was one over here. It's the one I used to do just as a little bit of farming for this little bastard, but you know, can help with that. I think you already know how to do the races, but I'll demonstrate it kind of sort of again with like just the different types of races. So like sometimes there's grinding races like this where it's actually very advantageous to grind, but not all the time. Sometimes you don't actually want to grind. There's literally the jump ones too. The jump ones sometimes, like, those ones get wild because sometimes they're also like the harder ones that also make all 3 versions. And it looks like there's no longer a point amounts that you have to get for the races, so that's good. I'll go do another race on the background, and I'll see you in the next one. Alright, so fun fact, I had a little bit of a rant earlier about this, but turns out that kill 5 enemies with a secondary weapon while in the air on K drive is actually you know, it's straight up like different than what I thought it was. It's like, oh, you gotta do it during points. That's easy, but this one's way easier because I think there's something I want to show you guys, which I'm not sure counts here, but I will probably try to show it to you just in case it is a thing. Okay, so no, it's not. But essentially, you just wanna shoot some things, but probably not these fuckers. You wanna basically pick your battles, essentially. And definitely not these guys, because these guys are just too am I glitched? No. Oh, am I? Oh, there we go. It's the noise. The sound is busted. Okay, there we go. Not just the sound. Essentially, what you want to do is you want to go over here. And you want to go to the very first, or also want to find a car. There we go. And boop. Literally, you don't even have to fucking move. And if you really want to challenge yourself, you could, you know, hit the head. And if you're gonna think that's tedious, keep in mind that you also have AoE weapons. Like it's such a huge thing of like there's AoE weapons in this game. And you can also do it with status effects as well if you really struggle. So just I don't know why this one kinda like heats me up. But if you're having problems killing things in the air, like I said with the other things, you probably don't have you don't have like the capacity. Sorry. Let me try to make it a little bit less aggressive. Essentially, I don't think if you're gonna be unable to put the effort into making the frame capable of hitting things on the board, that you should be trying to play the frame. So yeah, it's an effort-based frame. Please have the ability or capacity to choose to put in effort. I don't know why I'm trying to be like this, but like, just yeah, just put in the effort to learn a new mechanic if you're gonna be dealing with something that has a new mechanic, right? I see the race over there. That one's being shown to me really far away. I guess it's the one that it wants me to do. But yeah, I'm gonna test something. Essentially, I'm going to do multiple rate of the same race. Because it said a total of however many points. So I'm literally just gonna go to one race and see if I can do it. I'm gonna be using Eurydice board just because you already know how races work, and I do believe that if I do it fast enough, I could get this kinda sorta over with, because I technically do enjoy the mission, but I gotta get this video out. I'm having too much fun with this. I'm not necessarily lying about that either. I'm having fun. But I need to hurry this up. Wee. So, this is I actually didn't like show you the other one I did like this. But essentially Eurydice is like super great with the races because she can do that. It's actually faster than a fully modded speed for the K drives. And she can't necessarily fall. She can technically get downed, but that's just like losing her weapon temporarily, which they have been lowering the intensity of. But I found out from looking at Pablo's Twitter that apparently he only now knows of the bugs. It was like from the 9th, I believe, and he said he would get somebody to look at them because somebody actually contacted him directly with a bunch of essentially with a bunch of like lists. It's a list of all her bugs. And the reason why I never did that was because I don't feel like I have any authority. Because, you know, I'm just like a small creator. So I had no willingness to bother him with it directly. Because I truly think that I would make the problem worse or get banned. So Let's try this a second time.
You bomb and you
Just a little bit of a story, just because it's early in the morning and I'm already like a little bit stressed out. So I'm gonna try my best to not get too crazy with the weirdness. I'm a little bit down with the sickness, and I gotta not cough on you guys. Essentially,
Exploiter loads arachnoids with refined coolant. They need the thermal regulation when harvesting thermia.
I'm not doing thermia right now, woman. Silence! 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 No! There we go. Hey, it does work with 2 races, so find your favorite race
you're really proud.
and just do it over and over again. That one's an easy race. And if you see the one behind here, if you're watching this video, this is the easiest race in the game. It doesn't give you like a huge amount of points, but you can do it about as fast as that. Where is this bitch? What is the next one? I gotta take out these guys first before I do that, though. Where's this fool? Hey! I hear that shit. Also, explosive barrels apparently have an upgraded to, be able to kill, which is interesting. Okay, let's see this. Oop, let me... 500 points in a K-Drive trick train. Oh my god, hold on, let me try something. You see this spot right here? Let me hop on regular K-Drive for this, because I want to show you guys something. Check this out. Boom, and then boom, right? Then that. Let's just see. Okay? We're not even gonna do the full thing. Boom, boom, boom. It's done. Alright, so the final thing you have to do, also this is a cute Urali, I wasn't expecting another one to be here. Although she's not customized, I'm assuming that person's not keeping that unless they like the original look, which I do too, by the way, but no stance, yeah, I don't think you're keeping that. So essentially, you just fucking talk to Rocky. That's what you do. I don't know why I'm tired today, but... Oh, it's because I'm up at 4 o'clock in the morning. And I started this right after the dev stream, which is fun. I have something really interesting to show you during the pet week, because you guys have, at least at this point, chosen pet week this week. So I'm going to be showing you a few pet builds, so that's going to be fun.
Big Granny Blue.
Essentially,
Happy to get a copy of Waverider
yeah.
And she sent back some weird elixir for you, Roki.
And so, this is basically how you, I guess, canonically meet grandmother, which is funny. And grandmother, if you already have your ready, will send you a ribbon, a ribbon, pistol ribbon specifically. If not, she'll send you the blueprint. I think she actually does, and the blueprint comes from the comics, so essentially you already have the blueprint. But it's like a mission reward just so you can already complete it and stuff.
You're straight logical.
Essentially, yeah. But yeah, here we go. It's Waverider. That's basically my review of my walkthrough of it. My review is coming in a little bit right after I return to my orbiter. But if you're just here for the walkthrough, there we go. So, yeah. I will see you in the review if you decide to stay. Anyway, I'm gonna do Tier Fortuna. Let's do. Alright, so welcome to my... oh yeah, apparently it moves the Waverider to your desk. So over here you can basically read it. But essentially, what is interesting about this is that's more combat based, which is great. Which basically shows you a little bit more about how, like, to do combat. Honestly, it should probably teach you more about the combat, but, I'm pretty sure, like, people would like to have it easier than have it to where there's more teaching of combat, because people are already complaining about the fact that you have to kill in the air as well as get like multiple races done. But in actuality, like that shit can be done in very, very fast. And like I said, I think this is the third time saying it. If you don't, I'm gonna lay into you a little bit. If you don't have the effort to play an effort-based frame, you should not play the frame. Because it's a choice to have the effort, and if you don't want to make that choice, I guess you shouldn't be playing Yurari. Stick to Wukong, essentially. I probably shouldn't have gone that far, but it's basically how I feel about the situation. And this whole entire update thing has kind of got me heated, because it resurfaced a whole bunch of Yurari situations. It got their eye on Yurari, so they'll probably do a little bit of bug fixes soon, but essentially, that's basically as far as I'm gonna go. But, yeah, it's good to have it more combat-based. When it comes to the points, having it only 500 is really good, because it used to be, like, a few thousand, and because of that, it's not... It wasn't doable for a lot of people. So now it's doable for most people. Some people don't have the hand coordination, and that's okay. It's not necessarily an excuse, it's more of a reason. So yeah, if your hands don't move properly, it's best not to do the mission. Just take care of your hands, because I'm pretty sure that usually means that your hands are gonna be fucked when you're like 30 or something. But anyway, and the races thing, where you only need like to do the races rather than get certain score on the races, is a good thing. I really do like that. And for a plus version where it's like better, or it's supposed to be like the better version, I will say it is very, very good, because it has doubled, maybe even tripled the amount of people who can do the mission. And because of that, it has made it to where a decent amount of people will be able to do it, and will do it, right? Because that's all people were waiting for. And so I hope you liked that. I'm sorry I got super heated, but it's also like early in the morning. I'm supposed to be quiet. And it's basically a review of something I like. And the fact that it's supposed to be as objective as possible. Even though everything that's an opinion is subjective. But yeah, so make sure you put in the knowledge and effort to, if you want to play the frame. If you just want to fashion the frame because you bought one earlier and to subsume it, and you're just going to grab it just because you want to do a completionist thing, that's great. But yeah, just have fun, do as you please, do what makes you happy, have wonderful, wonderful nightmares, have the thought in your head that I will see you in them, and if you're watching my content, I know you're into it. Honey, honey. Mwah. Good night.